Good morning, everyone. I'm at my dad's house today again, and we're still working on the greenhouse, but I wanted to take the opportunity to show you the greenhouse, the progress that we've made, and just some of the features of the greenhouse in preparation for the upcoming winter here. So stay tuned. My apologies for the wind here. It's a little windy today, but hope you enjoy the video. All right, before we get into the greenhouse, let's just take an inventory here of the plants and see some of the updates here, see how it's growing. Here's a grafted desert rose here, white, and this one is, I think, pink here. Bougainvillea growing nicely. Mine at home is starting to bloom again too. Love how it just kind of quickly blooms over and over. Let me zoom out here. Real nice deep color. Love it. Really nice here. All right, let's get on inside the greenhouse here. Here's the entrance. We gotta kind of redo some of the panels here on the side. This greenhouse has been up for at least maybe 12, 13 years. He made a little chicken coop here, no longer in use. You can see the little chimney vent here. Here's a rolling door entrance. It's a mess right now. We're trying to tear things down. And by the way, as I mentioned in another video, we had some lumber, and there was a water tower that was torn down, and we used that lumber, reclaimed lumber, to build my dad's house, or the frame of it. And the leftover lumber my dad used to obviously build the greenhouse here. Most of it is reclaimed. It's old obviously now, about 12, 13 years old, and so a lot of the wood is rotten out. So we're, as you can see back there, we're torn it down, and he's just fabricated some metal beams here. So we'll take a look at that. But through the winter, he's built some tables here, covered it with what do you call it, those painters plastic from your Home Depot or Lowe's. Covered it up. It does quite well in the winter here in outside of Dallas here. Winters here you can get of course down to lower 30s, sometimes below freezing, and including the wind chill here. So still too cold for the desert rose and other tropical plants here. Let's take a look at this little fireplace. He got this for free from some guy. Kind of made it work here in the greenhouse. Good size. And then he vented it outside, of course. Okay, this is his main area here. Of course, this big old industrial fan to blow. I don't think you need that size really, but it helps circulate the air in the greenhouse here. Threw some trash in here, but he'll throw a huge log. Throw a log in here right before he goes to bed, and then depending on how cold it is, sometimes it gets extremely cold, so he'll wake up in the middle of the night and throw another piece of log in there just to make sure that it stays warm. In this greenhouse. I don't know how big this greenhouse is, at least this first section here, but it's quite large, as you can see here. kind of pan over so you guys can see. And this is just kind of the first section here. Again, big old mess here, but we got to clean it all up and get it ready for the winter. Okay, now this is the second area. It'll drop down a little lower here with a ramp. Okay, so here we tore down the old corrugated panels. It was starting to get brittle, and through the years with the wind, rain, and the sun, there were some areas that were leaking, and that's why the wood was rotting out. So we got a lot of the metal beams up here, making sure it'll last forever. And then my dad plans to get plastic tarp, or your plastic greenhouse, sorry, plastic greenhouse covering, and we'll cover this. I think the greenhouse plastic will work better. It's easier to use. Of course, it's a little cheaper too by your square footage than your corrugated panels. And so if we need to replace it, it's easier to replace it a lot quicker too. Okay, so this is the second section here with windows. Windows across here. My dad got these windows used. We, of course, reclaimed it. It's been in good use here for over 10 years. Shelving that he built. Kind of maximize the space. And he got some of this roofing, I guess, underlayment from some guy, and reused this or repurposed this as a kind of a waterproof cover here on top of the wood, so it'll last longer. Okay, then I'll show you section number 3 here, the next level. My dad, I think he said he plans to not reuse this area. I think he's been consolidating the plants, and really doesn't need this space here. So it's just one less space to have to take care and heat in the winter. So we'll eventually tear this down. See all the windows in the back there. We'll take that apart and maybe use it for something else. Here was another fireplace here that he used to heat this bottom section. But I guess less work now if we don't have to use this bottom section. So quite large. Again, I mean, it's probably easier to use maybe a hoop house with metal framing, but he had all this lumber left over from the house, and just wanted to reuse it. So why not, right? So he used it for over 10 years, and it worked well so far. So we're going to redo this here today, get to work. A lot of work to do in the next few weeks here to get this completed and looking better and get ready for the winter. Okay, so Okay, so we have all the windows done, and I'm standing on a ladder right now, and I'll give you a top view here. We strung nylon string on top, and this is going to help keep the greenhouse plastic secure so it won't sag down as much in the middle. Okay. Alright guys, so I'm back home now and basically called it quits for the day. Lots of work left to do, but as you can see, we're making some progress, and we'll hopefully finish in the next couple weeks, and then wait for a really calm day to put the greenhouse cover on. Well guys, that's about it. I'm going to of course do some more videos week after week here. Today's been a long day. Appreciate you guys sticking out and watching the video here. Hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Comment below, let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care guys.